Hey guys, we'll be starting in 2 minutes. No worries. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be going over Minion Wave Manipulation and 1v1s. So we're going to be demonstrating it through viewer 1v1s. So let's get right into it. So basically we're just going to be doing 1v1s with the viewers, and we're going to be playing a bunch of different champions. We're going to be rotating from top lane to mid lane, and basically we're going to show you real live examples of how you use Minion Waves win the 1v1. So let's go right into it. So if you'd like to 1v1, just head over to NA server, click join custom game, and look for this room name, ProGuides 1v1. Team size 1. Password is going to be completely, optional. It's not going to be there. You can just join right in there, and then we're going to do draft mode. And yeah, first join, first come. We're gonna go into the 1v1. So anybody can join, so feel free to join this, and we'll go right into it. So the first thing that you want to think about when playing your 1v1 is to have a pre-game plan, and then we'll go into how you want to use your champion to the minion wave plan. So Minion Wave, the ways you can play a Minion Wave is you can either slow push, you can set up a freeze, you can stack a wave, and then you can also try and get a cheap base. So let's go all over those, and we'll go over those while we're playing the game. So the best way is to just show you guys through the real life example. Level 43 Grandmaster. So this account is a Smurf account. I did get Grandmaster with 75% win rate, so that's why that's level 43. So yeah, so we're just banning random champions. We'll have first pick, we'll have blind pick, and then Princess Yuki will probably be able to counter pick, and then we'll see how the matchup is. We'll see if we can play up on the minion wave, if we can stack the minion wave, etc. So for the first champion that I'm gonna play, what do you guys want me to use? What champion do you want me to pick? So we'll be going off of your champion recommendations, guys, and basically I'm gonna apply the minion wave strategies to any champion I play. It doesn't have to be, only this champion play. So the first champion I saw on the list that was recommended by you viewers is Darius. So let's go with Darius. I think, let's see who said that. Darius Legend said Darius. So thank you for the recommendation, Darius, for Darius. And then let's go into the runes. So we're gonna go Conqueror, really good standard rune. And then this is where usually in a 5v5 game you would go Nimbus Cloak, this, and then Ghost Flash. We'll just keep it standard. Don't have to make it so spicy. We could go like Ignite, TP-ish, Oh, we're gonna go top lane, Princess Yuki. Just so you know, this is gonna be a top lane. We're gonna be going into the top lane. So hopefully you knew that when you picked Lux. But yeah, use skin. High Noon Darius. God King Darius. Okay, so playing Darius against ranged champions. This is actually pretty crucial to understand how to play against ranged champions. So let me show you how you're supposed to play against ranged champions. Wait, I hope he knows that we're going into the top lane, so let's go right into it. You know, have him come into the top lane. I think he should know because he is listening in on the stream. He should be listening in on the stream. But this is good too because usually when you're a laner, even in the mid lane, right? Like sometimes you're gonna have to be playing a melee guy versus a range guy. So let's show you guys how to do that. So first things first, when you're playing melee versus range matchup, Thorn Shield is your best friend because basic attacks, every single time you get hit by a basic attack from a range guy, you regenerate up to 40 health over 8 seconds after taking damage from the enemy champion. So basically this is really good when against like ranged champions.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yo Mike, if I fight you, am I allowed to pick a meme champ? If you'd like.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So first things first, against Lux, and you're a melee champion, you want to wait until your power spike. So your power spike is 3 levels. When you get your level 3 power spike, then you have enough abilities to all in. So range champions are always going to be stronger than you in the first level because they can pretty much like just kite you, you know, with auto attacks, range auto attacks. But then once you get like level 3, you know, you have your pull. So this is going to be my key ability, the pull right here. If I can pull Lux into my range, he insta win the one. Easy peasy. So pre-game, have a minion wave plan. If you can get push against a ranged champion, that's really good. Let's see if we can get push. So we're gonna look for a push into setting up a freeze. If we can't get push, then that's completely fine because I don't think I'm supposed to get push against a range guy. So you want to lean towards the top side, and you want to hit this closest minion first. Because look, we can head into the bush. Got a Q on him to heal. See how we're like getting auto down? There's really hard to play, you know, range matchups. So it's completely fine, you know, to lose some HP at the start. But it's good because I have Thorn Shield. And also if you just walk back, the minions also aggro onto Lux every single time. So I'm gonna Q again. See if she walks up. Completely fine. She didn't walk up, so we're trying to just set up a freeze. If she does push, then that's good. If not, then we can get the push. But it looks like she is pushing, so we can just let this freeze. So you don't have to walk up for like CS. You know, it's always fine to give some CS as like a melee guy versus a poke guy. Use the bush control so that you don't get poked down all the way. And just go for the easy to take CS. So like that CS right there, that backline CS is going to be hard to take. This frontline CS, you can probably take with an auto Q. We're playing for level 3, remember? So always stay healthy before you get your all-in spike. If you don't stay healthy, then you won't be able to play your win condition. So now the wave is freezing. We want to freeze because we're playing against a range guy, right? And now she just used her spell. So now we go for the all-in. So we ghost. The wave is frozen. So he doesn't have much space to run. And that's how you win the 1v1. Because if you played the minion wave based off your win condition, my win condition was to get the all-in, stay healthy until I got level 3. So we chose to freeze the wave, let him push. We don't walk up, we don't trade. Wait for the win condition. Boom. There you have it, guys. That's how you play Darius or any like engaged champ versus a range guy. GG, well played. Thank you for the 1v1 Princess Yuki. So that's how you kind of guys want to play the 1v1, how you play off of your minion wave, and then using your minion wave in the long lane because Lux has to walk up. Range guys are pretty immobile, and Darius has to pull. If I was playing Riven, if I was playing Aatrox, it would be the same exact result. So let's head into the next 1v1, and then I'll show you guys exactly how you want to re-implement a situation where you have first push and you use level 1 to 2 to 3 advantage, and how you use the wave when you're on the range advantage side. So give me some examples of champions that you want me to play in top lane that are ranged champions, and we'll show you guys you know, those 1v1s. So if you could please leave the game, Princess Yuki. If it's you know, the client bug, then it's completely fine, because client does that where it's like loads a little bit. So yeah, while we wait for this client bug, give me your questions in chat, guys. What's up, guys? Why does this seem so damn interesting? Because it is. How do you play as Kalista AD carry? You want to engage support and you want to play to engage a ton. Kalista's really good at engaging and helping engage supports. Alright, let's go into the next 1v1. So team size 1, password, no password. We're going to do draft mode, and this is going to be another top lane 1v1. So top laners, join this one. Pick top lane champions, please, preferably. Alright, Mega, let's go. Alright guys, give me your recommendations for ranged champions top lane. So we're going to show you how to play ranged champions top lane versus, you know, etc. Alright, so the first one that we got, okay, so the first few that we got are Vladimir, Quinn, Teemo. Why does everybody want me to play Teemo? Okay, so there's actually some Vaynes, there's Nars, Urgots. Okay, so let's go with the most popular one, because I think it's better to go with something that people can more relate to. I think Jace is a lot more popular. We see a lot of Jaces in chat now. So we're gonna go with Jace top. Jace top is a champion that's really like confusing for a lot of new players to play, but I think he's actually really good in solo queue, because the reason why Jace is really good in solo queue is because top laners don't know how to play against ranged champions. So if you use your range advantage to play around minion waves and how to control the minion waves the way you want it, then basically you can always have a perfect minion wave state. For example, whenever you want to push, you can fucking push as Jace. Whenever you want to freeze, you can freeze as Jace, because you have range advantage. Range champions have advantage over melee champions when controlling the wave, because they can hit the wave safely. Also, a nice thing about Jace is that he is a melee champion too, so if the guy runs at you, you know, you can also knock him away with your melee form. So that's why he's pretty nice. So let's just go very standard runes. So let me just double check my runes, because this is just, you know, a quick glance. Let's head over to what the pros are using. Check it out. So the pros are using Conquer, so I think we can, and they're also using Phase Rush. So let's go for the Phase Rush build. I think Phase Rush is pretty nice as well. So let's go with Phase Rush. Let's get the skin. I do like Phase Rush a lot on Jace, because, for example, say like you're playing against Renekton, right? He's trying to chase you down. He's trying to get on top of you. You hit him 3 times, get Phase Rush, you kite him, and then you hit him with the range form. Boom, boom, boom. And also a nice part about going the Time Work Potion and the Corrupting Potion is that you can basically get Corrupting Potion insta in the first game, and then you'll have plenty of mana to spam QEs, to spam Ws, because Jace is a very mana intensive champion, so it's nice getting Corrupting Potion, Time Work Tonic, and the extra biscuits. What are your thoughts on Kennen mid in low elo? I think he's great. I think Kennen mid is really good because you're really hard to gank, and it's really easy to team fight with Kennen AP mid, and also good gank setup, and you have a lot of carry potential because you decide how a lot of team fights go. I had to play against Vayne in top lane, so kind of similar how I played against the Lux earlier, guys. Basically, we froze against her, stayed healthy. On the level 3 spike, we were still 90% HP because we were giving up CS. It's fine to give up CS against range champions in the first few levels, because if you're not healthy at level 3, then you can't all in. So let's go with the Corrupting Potion. So let me show you guys, when you have the winning lane advantage, this is how you want to play first few waves. So you want to push, slow push. Let's write it down, guys, so it's very easy to understand. Slow push for level advantages. Try to punish on these level advantage. You don't want to, I don't need to write it out for you guys. So for example, every single level advantage that you get, because of the slow pushing wave, you have, you know, extra EXP because you're killing the wave faster. So first minion, second wave, level 2. This is going to be the most important one. And then third wave, second minion, level 3. Boom. These are the spikes that you're looking for. You want to harass on these spikes, and also after getting a good trade, consider so after this point, it's going to be very like systematic, where it's like, or very optional. Basically, if it looks good, you can get a cheetah base. If not, so we want to poke him every single time. Let's focus on the lane, and I'll go into the other options that you have. So we're just poking this Renekton. We're using the bush to de-aggro. Notice how we use the bush to de-aggro the minion aggro here. So this is how you play range champions, basically. You just keep on auto-attacking them every single time they enter your auto range. Now you have slow push. So remember, guys, this minion right here is going to give us level 2, right? So you want to trade as soon as you get level 2. So you see here, you get level 2 advantage. Boom, boom. And we get the first blood. And we should be alive here. Nice. So, a lot of low healer top laners. GG Mega. Appreciate the 1v1, bro. So a lot of low healer top laners fall for that every single time. Or basically, you want to count the minions. Remember, guys? Slow push for level advantages. First minion, second wave, level 2. Play for that level 2 spike. It's an easy fight because whenever I have an extra ability and the Renekton is stuck on his first ability, of course we're going to win. So that's why it's really important to count the minions, even on the enemy side and on your side too. So basically, remember this. First minion, second wave, level 2. Third wave, second minion, level 3. And then after getting good trade, you can push in the wave and then TP back or base. We kind of didn't really continue to play this game, but in the next situation, we'll show you guys what the wave. Alright guys, now let's do mid 1v1s. Let's do mid champions. So we'll be going into the mid champions for mid lane 1v1s. And we'll be showing you guys how to play the mid lane champions in 1v1s. Alright guys. Thank you for playing again, Mega. Appreciate it. This is going to be the NA server, guys. Also, remember guys, I am a streamer on twitch.tv/MikeYeung, so head over there in the description below to check it out, check out my socials, or you can just look it up at Twitch MikeYeung. Also, make sure you guys are signed up for the ProGuides website. Some of you guys come from the YouTube, or you are from the YouTube obviously, but don't know about the site. The site is a really cool place where they do live streams as well, and guides and coaching classes. Alright guys, let's head into the next 1v1. So we're going to do team size 1. This is going to be the mid lane 1v1s. So make sure that you're playing a mid lane champion in this next 1v1. And yeah, feel free to join. Ready, set, click. Okay, so which mid laners would you like me to play? So we see a lot of Akalis. We see Zoe. We see Silas mid. Okay, let's see. Did I put a password on this one by accident? Oh shit. I may have put a password on this one by accident. ProGuides 1v1. Blind pick, boom, boom. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we'll do a mage champion first, and then we'll do a melee champion first. So I'm not sure what champion he's going to be playing, so let's just hope he plays a mage champion. Or just any mid lane champ. He can play assassin too. I'll just go a health rune. I'll have a little bit of a handicap, but it's alright. Alright, so let's see. Oh, a lot of people are saying Ahri as well. Alright, let's do Ahri. I have not played Ahri in a while. Definitely do Ahri. The concepts I'm gonna be teaching you guys can apply for every single champion, so no worries, guys. Let's see, so let's do runes. Looking up best Ahri runes right now. Boom, boom, boom. So there are a bunch of different Ahri runes that you can go. We're just gonna go this one because it's very standard. Electrocute is a very, very standard, very good rune. Yeah, the Ahri skins are really nice. You use abilities to slow push the waves to hit those levels faster. So you can, but be careful using your ability on the wave, because against a good laner, they'll be like, oh shit, his ability's on cooldown, let's trade. And then you're in trouble. So unless you acknowledge that, you know, the enemy laner can't even punish you, even if you use the ability on the wave, then you're chilling. The skin is actually so nice. Go Doran's Ring. So against a melee guy, let me show you guys how you play. Playing for push is really good on a melee guy, and especially harassing him under tower. So basically trying to harass him using minion baiting. So let's start with this topic, minion baiting. Minion baiting is super OP because when the enemy is going for a CS, right? You know exactly where they're gonna stand, and they're also going to be in a micro stun. So I'm going to show you guys. Just keep note every single time this guy goes up for a CS, right? I'm going to be in position to auto attack him or trade with him. And you're going to see, you want to put him in a situation where he's like, should I come up to take the CS or should I not? That's the situation that you always want to put the enemy in. So let's go right into it. Basically, this guy, imagine this is going to be a minion right here. He walks up for this minion. When he's in an auto attack, CSing the minion, micro stun. Abuse this micro stun. Animations are all micro stuns. Using abilities is a micro stun. When the Yasuo is going to be in an auto attack, throw your ability to time it with the micro stun. That's going to be really crucial. So watch. If he doesn't walk up, then we're chilling. He's losing CS, and we're alright with that. So yeah, he's just losing CS. So see how like we're ready to pressure him on the CS, and it puts him in a pressure situation where he's like, I'm scared to walk up or I'm gonna lose, you know, HP. This is how you want to play range matchups against melee mid laners or melee top laners. See how like we're ready to pressure on each CS, and we're not just fast pushing, because if you fast push, then he gets a CS for free under tower. So you want to slow push. Okay, so here he's probably going to use this tornado. That's fine. Alright, he had win wall. It's all good. Look, he missed another CS. Like, he's gonna miss this CS because we're zoning him. Like, 1 CS to 11, right? Right, guys? You could do this against pretty much any melee champions, not just Yasuo. Or if you're playing like Syndra too. Like, look, we're slow pushing. We're not just fast pushing, guys. You're just last hitting here, right? You don't see me fast pushing. It's 16 CS to 1 right now. I think he should actually walk up. He'll probably take a chunk, but... Okay, we got the win wall. That's huge. See, watch, he's gonna auto attack the CS here. Oh, he's actually trading with me. He can't actually win because I have a huge minion wave. This is the also advantage of stacking a huge minion wave from slow pushing. Then this is where, see, like, he was in the micro stun when he was going for that CS there. When he's going for these CS here, like, we know he has to walk up to CS, so that's why we're getting autos, we're getting spells on him. And it's 22 CS to 3 right now. Like, he has to walk up for that CS too. We're putting him in a lot of pressure, and that's why he's missing a lot of CS. I know it's very easy to hit CS when you're in a custom game and you're not playing against another laner. But if you're always ready to pressure based off your movement, this is why it's really bad as a laner if you're just standing still. So notice how, like, how I'm clicking, I'm walking forward to pressure him if he looks to try and walk up to CS. Now we're kind of setting up a freeze because he's low on HP. So see how we got the auto there to break the shield, and then we have to de-aggro the minions after doing that. So that's important. Make sure to de-aggro the minions. So we got another auto on him. So we got another Q on him, but he's wind walls, but that means that he won't have wind wall coming up. We got another auto on him. Okay, we can actually walk up and look for an E here. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna juke. I think I should minimize the wave by using my Q there on the wave, because this is a pretty stacked wave. So we can use our Q on the backline here. Get all those backline minions. Boom. I doubt he has much gold right now, so if we do want to be really aggressive and then get a base off, we can. But I think I'm just going to keep him in lane right now, just because, you know, he's a lot lower HP than I am, and we can deny a lot of CS on the slow push again. So basically, last hitting, zoning him off of the CS. If he walks up, we get an auto, break his shield, so he's scared to walk up. We got his bone plating, so if he does walk up again, we can keep pressuring. So he has no bone plating now, so that's pretty crucial. He Q'd that minion. He might walk up for another Q. Look. Now he has no, let me just kill him right here. And that's how you play laning phase. Look, 43 CS to 10. This is how you play a mid lane range champion against a melee champion. And then here, you would have to push in this wave, and then base after you push in this wave. GG Yasuo. Hopefully you guys learned a lot about minion baiting there, and also just like playing to deny the minion wave. And now let's play the melee side of things. So now a lot of you guys want to know, what would I do in Yasu's situation? So let me show you how to play the melee side of the matchup. So I'll play probably like Zed next, or Talon, or Akali, or Yasuo. I personally like playing Zed a lot. I have more games on Zed, so I'm probably going to stick with the Zed. I used to main Zed back in like Season 5. So let's go with the Zed. What are your thoughts on Wukong mid and low elo? I think he's a good champ. I think he's a good pick. Alright guys, let's go right into the next 1v1. We're going to look for the Zed mid, and head over and join. Please pick a mid laner and pick a ranged mid laner. So don't join if you aren't going to pick a ranged mid laner. So it's going to be Summer's Rift. Name is ProGuides 1v1. There's not going to be a password. Alright, so let's go. Zed has poke, please play Yasuo. Then I can play let me think. No, I think I will play Zed because now I am playing against Drunken Sun. He's one of my students. He's really good in the mid lane. He's like really high elo. He's really good. So I gotta try hard for this one, okay? Because he's actually we go pretty even in 1v1 scenarios. So let me try hard in this one. This will be a good one for you guys to watch. So I'm gonna play Zed. I'm a lot more experienced on Zed. It's gonna be a kind of strange matchup if he goes for a counter pick. So let's hope he doesn't counter pick me so hard, since he knows we're gonna be playing Zed. So let's just hope. We'll be good. I think he's gonna play Victor. So let me think about my runes really quick before I lock in. I need to make sure my runes are good. Double check my runes here. Zed pro builds or Zed.gg. Alright, there we go. Boom, boom. We can do Ravenous Hunter. And we can do double adaptive magic to this. Let's do Shockblade Zed. I'm down. Okay, cool. This is good. I can also go Scorch too if you guys like. Yeah, that's not bad. So the key to this matchup is basically dodging his laser. So if I can dodge his laser, I'm gonna be alright. But if I can't, then basically it's gonna be hard. So let's go right into this 1v1. Drunken knows a lot about Minion Wave Manipulation as well, and he knows a lot about just like 1v1 matchups with Victor, and I'm sure he's played this matchup a ton because this is a really common, you know, Zed versus Victor matchup. So we're gonna have to play this very smart. Let's just go 3 potions. 3 potions for the extra sustain because he might poke me. So we're playing against a ranged champion here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So basically how you want to play melee champ against a ranged champ is you don't want to play to get early push, because if you play to get early push here, then basically it's going to be really hard to, you know, unbreak a freeze. They're going to be able to basically try and zone you from the wave if he gets the freeze. Although maybe in this matchup it's fine to go for early push, but I think that if he chooses to do so, Victor's going to be able to push. Well, we want to keep the wave even, so I want to spam my Q. I have a lot of Qs, so let's look to use our Q really aggressively here. Still, he has the poke advantage, guys, because he has auto attacks. Like, sure, I have my Q, but he has his auto attacks as well. So we have to be really careful getting hit by his Q, because he has airy auto attack advantage too. And he's choosing to get the push here. We're just trying to harass him with Q here. And see how he's like zoning me from the wave. This is completely normal. But it's important that you don't actually walk up and get like huge traded on. We got hit another Q on him. That's important. We got 3 out of 3 Qs so far, and we're down 0 CS to 5. Completely normal, guys. Nice. Dodge the next laser. You want to stay as healthy as you can, especially in these melee versus range matchups. So it's always going to be rough the first few levels, and you might have to use abilities to help you CS and give up some CS if you have to, and try and trade back a little bit to prep for the level 3 all-in. Yeah, now we want to potion up because we're about to hit level 3. And this is when things are on your side now. So now look, level 1 and 2, you play defensively. Level 3, you can play more aggressively. So things are on our side. Oh, I just missed. That's huge. Huge for Victor. So it's really crucial that you don't mess up the level 3 like I did. Because if you mess up the level 3, then the lane's going to be hard again. He's playing this really well because he's harassing me, knowing that my W is a really long cooldown. And with melee matchups, you sometimes just have to base. Like, you want to base as soon as like a new wave comes, so that there's a chance he won't be able to push this fast enough because the new wave just came in time. We're gonna base, get 2 potions. We're gonna try and run back the lane. And our goal in this matchup is kind of just to get level 6. Once we get level 6, we'll have more kill threat. And we restart the lane anew. If we can get back into lane. We miss around 3 minions, but it's better than staying in lane with low HP. I think this is the biggest thing that low elo players do a ton. Is that they stay in lane even if they're really low. Like, even though I miss like 3 minions of EXP, right? He's gonna miss 1 here. He's gonna miss 2 here. And he's probably gonna miss just 2. Maybe this one if we get lucky. Maybe the cannon minion if we get lucky too. But yeah, he just missed 2. So you miss 1 minion of EXP basically. See his items. So you got boots to dodge my laser. When he goes for CS, that's when you want to use WEQ. Oh my god. So he's also doing it to me as well. So he knows the minion strat. You got a Q on him. We probably didn't need to use E there. That was an overuse of energy, but it's all good. Our energy will come back fast. He has a lot more poke than we do, so we don't want to trade in a poke war. We want to look for the all-ins if we can. But it's also fine to just scale until we get level 6. We're kind of even CS in a melee versus range matchup. That's really good for us. So the base that I did early was really crucial, making this happen. So he has no laser here. Got him with the Q. That's huge. He has more potions than me right now. I'm gonna dodge that. It was really crucial that I dodged that there. Okay. This is really rough now. So, new wave. Hopefully we can get this base off. Oh shit. Okay. I had a sneaking suspicion that he would go for that flash. Okay, so he had a feeling that he needed to punish me before I got 6 or before I got my base off. And especially because I was basing in his face. So we were kind of ready to counter, to flash over his abilities there. So that was really close. But typically, the matchup is basically melee versus range. You're trying to stay alive as much as possible until you get your all-in spikes. So level 3 is your first all-in spike. If you hit your abilities there really well, like for example, if I hit my WEQ there, we would win the all-in. If I hit my level 6 spike and I play that fight really well as well, then I would win the lane. Victor has the advantage from level 1 through level 2, and then also if he ever gets like good poke on me, then he can keep on abusing that advantage. But it's really crucial that you take bases. Don't be greedy, you know. Take bases if you're low HP. Give up some CS if you have to. It's better than being stuck in a bad position. This is important. Okay, so let's switch back to top lane, guys. Begging you as a Yasuo main. I don't necessarily play Yasuo, so I apologize for that. But my biggest advice to help you with Yasuo, guys, is basically when on the first wave, if you're against a ranged champion, you can actually play more aggressive than you think you can, as long as you're inside your minion wave. Because if you abuse your shield, like they auto attack you, they proc your shield, they're gonna be getting hit by minions back right at them. Because as long as they hit you when you're in your minion wave, then you're chilling. The problem is that a lot of Yasuo players walk up past their minion wave and dash through, and that makes it so that you're not abusing the fact that you have minions too. Alright guys, let's go top lane. Let's do top lane next. Let's go. So we did 2 games of top lane. We can do, mid lane. Now we can do top lane. Okay, so ProGuides 1v1 top lane. The password is gonna be 123. So a lot of people want me to play Urgot. So let's do an Urgot.
It's your funeral.
Do an Urgot. Urgot's kind of like a range champion, but not likely. It's kind of weird. Let me explain a little bit when we're in the game. So Urgot's pretty nice because he has the abilities of a melee champion, especially with like his legs as well. But also when he procs those legs, he becomes like a like a low ranged champion. So you actually do have control over the wave. It's actually really nice because you can manipulate the wave, you can trade with the enemy with a little bit of that extended range on the autos. His all-in is also really nice because if you ever get a flip, the guy's just probably dead. So just aim to use your flip really well. So let's go with press the attack. Press, boom. Oh, Fiora. So he wanted to go the counter matchup. The Urgot, which is Fiora. The reason being is because you can parry my E, and when you parry my, what the heck is this skin, guys? All right, you guys want to see the skin? So basically, we should win this lane. I'm gonna be straight up with you. We should win this lane if we play well with my ranged auto attacks. We will lose this lane if I use my E into the parry and then I get stunned. So as long as I just don't use my E, I'm going to be fine. Or if I use my E in a way that's tricky enough to make him bait his W, then we're fine as well. Okay, so he went Ignite too. So the enemy top laner went Ignite. So basically we have better sustain advantage in the lane. Let me show you guys how to play around this. This is actually pretty crucial because you're going to be playing against Ignite top laners, or TP versus Ignite matchups all the time. So let me show you guys how to play this matchup. So level 1 Fiora is not going to, yep, you can use flash to extend your E. That's right, Delta. You can E, then flash, and then basically it will extend the E. So we're gonna actually start E here, E first. Reason being is like we do win level 1 really hard because no Fiora is gonna start, W. Even though he is Ignite, I don't think it matters. Like if I do flip him, he's pretty much fucked. So why Corrupting Potion? The reason being is because so I can spam my abilities, and we have the Time Warp, Biscuit Delivery. So the weird thing is that the Fiora Vital kind of blends in. So we walk out to get rid of the Vital. And also Corrupting Potion is nice, especially in matchups where you want to spam a lot of abilities, trade a lot. Aw, this Vital sucks. Okay. We get rid of that Vital. Nice, we got a good Vital. So we want to stay inside his range. Oh, he's trying to get away. So we actually have control of the lane here. Okay, so he has a Vital on the top side there. So we just wait until he uses his Q before we flip. Yep. And we pretty much just win. Because this is why you go flip level 1. Is if he uses his Q, then he's always going to be in your flip range. And we treat Urgot like as a range champion. So we can play to like be really aggressive and deny CS. So I missed the flip. But it's all good because it gets me in range. Get the autos. So in this matchup, Fiora does have the parry. But I do have auto advantage, like auto range advantage. So we're going to be using our strength. So determine your strengths and weaknesses in lane all the time. We can spam Qs on him because we have Corrupting Potion, remember guys? Oops. CS there. So we want to harass him when he's trying to CS. Because we're the range guy, right? Got the CS and hit him. Range. Ooh, he got me there. Good thing I was not... Oh, okay, I was in tower range at the end there. Okay, so we do have to be careful because he does have Ignite, so we do have to keep poking him really well. So this is my Q range. See how we're zoning this minion from him? I think he's afraid to go up because his W cooldown is very, very long. Spamming Qs. Get another auto on him. Also, when your Corrupting Potion's ticking, it does burn damage. Keep that in mind. So we're zoning him. Oh, 1 sec. The 150 ping. Unfortunate. Yeah, I could have E-flashed level 1 and 1, but that wouldn't be a great lesson. Because we want to teach you guys how to use this freeze right here. So after we push in the wave, you know, we pushed in 2 waves, 3 waves. This is kind of pushing back towards us. And I want to show you guys how... Alright, we're going to spam Q on him. We're using Minion Bait kind of right now. So he has level 4 advantage right now. Or not level 4 advantage, but he hit level 4. So we want to step back because he also has the Minion Wave advantage. So in this situation, we're kind of setting with a freeze. And we're also not afraid to trade with him as long as, you know, we don't die. Because he does have Ignite. I want to show you guys how to use this TP really well. Basically, how you use TP is you want to take a bad or even trade, not bad trade, maybe a little bit bad, but not too bad. And then TP back with item advantage, and then he's going to be stuck in lane. Because you want to use TP as like a healing ability as well as like a cheat base. So freezing is not actually so great here because we're giving him a lot of prio here. Because now if he wants to, he can base. Oh, actually, this is pretty good because now, oh, just got the wave in. That's fine. We're just gonna farm a bit here. We see what I should build. We can go Black Cleaver first item. Or we can go like Doran's Blades for the 1v1 as well. So we have TP, so I'm just gonna farm for Phage, I guess. And then base, TP back. I guess we can push in this next wave now as well. Maybe we can get a little bit more CS. Then now I do want to base and TP back. We do have the extra gold. We do miss the cannon minion, so I did mess up a little bit. I should have done this a little bit earlier. So definitely should have based and TP'd back a lot earlier than this. I was actually not sure what to build, not gonna lie with you guys, so I had to open up my second monitor because I don't play Urgot too often. We actually have a huge wave now. And we can harass him on this wave, like when he's trying to see us under tower. So on a stacked wave, it's actually pretty good to harass the enemy top laner under the tower. So we get some really nice harass there. And we're kind of trying to deny him as much CS as possible. So he's missing a lot of CS here. Got another Q auto there. It's really good. Got another Q. Make sure we're not in tower range because of the corrupting potion. Another auto. And that's the win. Boom. So basically, on a stacked wave, it's good to harass. Really good to harass, especially in like a real game scenario when you're playing like a really strong matchup. The only worry that you have is like jungler. But usually when you're this pushed up and when you have that big of a wave, you know the saying where it's like jungler should not gank on stacked waves because then the top laner or the laner will lose a lot of CS. So junglers don't really like ganking when there's like 2 to 3 big stacked waves anyway. So that's why it's pretty crucial that you can play a little bit aggressive here. And usually at this point in the game, you know, as a top laner, junglers don't really like ganking top laners at around like 7 minutes into the game. At least in my elo. Don't know about your elo, guys. Usually at this point in the game, mid and bottom are like the most OP roles, and then like top lane is like kind of like an island. Alright guys, we're gonna exit this game. What would you guys like me to see? What would you guys like to see next for champions? Let me know what's up. Oh, let me recommend some champions for you guys to play for the top lane. I think this will be really helpful for you guys. Let me recommend you the 2 top champions, or just the number 1 top champion that I would play for top lane. So I think Set is actually the most broken champion in top lane right now, and I want to show you guys how to play the waves with Set, as well as, you know, how to combo play aggressive as Set. Let's do another 1v1. So there's gonna be no password. ProGuides 1v1. Gonna be blind pick. Make it fast. Summoner's Rift. Top lane. So join this if you're trying to play against my Set top lane in a 1v1. So I know the Set rune's very fast. So this is the rune page that you want to go for Set. Conquer is really good because you stack it up really fast and you're really auto attack reliant. So that's why it's really nice. Bone plating is good as well when you're against bruisers. You can also go switch to second wind too if you're against a pokey guy that pokes a lot. It's just extra health regen. And revitalize for the extra heals and shields that you receive. And it's really nice because it's increased by an additional 10% on targets below 40% HP, so that synergizes with Set so much. Good 10% attack speed. Okay, let's run down how we're gonna play this 1v1. So I'm gonna start E actually. Starting E on Set is really good against melee guys because if they walk in the wave and you get a stun on them, you can get a bunch of extra autos. We're gonna go Doran's Blade as well because it's not like this guy's a poke guy either. He's also a bruiser. He wants to all in, so Doran's Blade's gonna help me with the all ins. So yeah, we're gonna start E because it does a lot of damage too. It does 94 damage, and if I grab him, he's also closer to my minions, he's closer to my range, and also he's going to be stunned. So that's a ton of autos.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Do I advise to watch high elo gameplay? Yes, absolutely. So definitely watch high elo gameplay because it is just like copying from the best. If you are a new player, you learn from copying better players than you, right? You get information from trying to steal their strats and like absorb as much possible. What is high elo to me? High elo to me is like diamond 1 and up. You can win level 1 easy with Ignite. Yes, but then you won't have TP. Ignite is really good at winning level 1, but I like having TP because then you can better use Minion Wave Manipulation. You can better have more options later on in this game, and also later on in the lane, as well as helping your team out as well. So we're gonna start E here. And we just know that we win the 1v1. So usually this is how you play set, guys. I'm gonna break it to you. Set is just broken if you just play really aggressive and use your E really well. So we're standing on top of the minions. Like, he probably has Q. So we deny 2 minions already. So we're 3-0. Basically, you can always do this if the enemy is playing scared. See how we get the stun there? And look at that HP trade. Because Set's autos are just so broken. We just go Q. Or we can go W here. I think we're gonna go Q. So that if he does walk in, we can use our Q on him. Basically, he can never really walk into my E range. And this is what makes Set so broken. Is if he's ever in my E range, we pull him into our wave, and he gets a stun, and we just win the auto trade because I have just such fast and powerful autos. Now that I have Q, I have an auto reset too. Whoops. Gotta work on the CSing while talking. So we pulled him in. We get the W. He's really low now. We can even dive next wave. Or when I have my W. So if he walks up on this minion here, we're gonna E. That's the kill. Boom. So this is how you play the first 2 to 3 waves as Set. And even on like the wave crashing, you can even make it so that when they go for CS, right? You have your E ready to aim your E at them. E, auto, Q, auto reset, W, because you probably tanked like 1 tower shot, you get the very fast grit from your passive, your W passive, and then you get the max damage. So this is why this champ is broken, guys. Not gonna lie, I do see a lot of champions, or a lot of comments, or a lot of people ask like, how do you win versus Set? So a few champions do counter Set. Aatrox, Mordekaiser, Renekton, Jace. So these champions are good against Set, but Set's still, it's going to be a skill matchup. Basically, for example, early laning, Set's probably going to be able to win the all-in against like all those champions. Jace can farm pretty safely and poke Set and also play around the wave. Aatrox wants to play for, you know, item advantages, and once he gets to like level 7 with item advantages, then he wins. Same thing with Mordekaiser. Renekton can win against Set if he dodges the W with his E. So champions that can dash out of the E or the W is really good. Aatrox can dash out of the E as well because he also has a dash. So that's how you kind of counter Set. What's important is not to contest Set on the first wave at level 1 unless like you have a plan. Because Set, when he starts E-start, is probably going to beat most of the champions that you play and you throw into him 1v1 straight up because of his passive too. is his basic attacks alternate. So basically, like, his attack speed on his first attack is gonna be so, like, actually it's left punch then right punch. So left punch feels, you know, normal, but the right punch is just so strong because it's extra attack speed and it's more damage. But what's also OP too is, like, if you take a trade, look at the passive regen. It's just absolutely disgusting. So watch, we're gonna take like a power damage here. Then look at my regen. It's 8.6. That is absolutely absurd for like level 6 for like an early game champion. And that's because of his passive. Set gains an additional 0.5 additional health regeneration for each 5% missing HP. So that's why Set's pretty OP, especially when playing against, you know, any top laner. His kit's just really nice. So if you are looking for a top laner to play, Set is really good. So Urgot does not actually beat Set. Set just wins the straight up all in. How does Set versus Darius play out? Set actually wins that as well. I can see Darius winning that actually, if the Set does make a misplay. But because of the grit and using W, and Darius has no way of dodging the full max damage of the Set W, then Darius would lose that. And also because it's very easy for Set to dodge the Darius, like the wide part of the axe when he uses his Q, because Set does have like a pull in ability. So there is that as well. Why does Mordekaiser beat Set? It's just because, like, in 1v1 in the Death Realm, you do beat Set later on in the game. It's a scaling counter. It's not like an early game counter. Let me show you guys how to play what champions would you like to see me play next? So I do see a few comments about, you know, how to play Renekton really aggressively. So I saw that while I was doing, you know, the counter list. So I might consider doing Renekton. Okay, so we do have some Renekton. Oh yes, the password. Alright, so let's do Renekton. ProGuides 1v1 is the name. And we'll do blind pick, Summoner's Rift, team size 1. Alright, let's do it. You know what's funny, guys? You know how everybody's playing chess on Twitch? Now we can be like, if someone asks me, what rank are you? Say, I'm a Grandmaster. But actually my chess rank, my real chess rank, is like below 400. I just started playing chess like a week ago or something. I'm so bad at it. But it's really fun. It's the game that I play, you know, to chill out from League once in a while. It's good to have those games because playing League is sometimes really tilting. Because, you know, usually playing team games, when you're playing like, you know, 40-minute games straight, like one person control or play bad and then you get really tilted. And it's just really emotional because League of Legends is a game where you're very committed into like a 40-minute, 30-minute long game. So it is good to have like those break games like chess, for example. For example, you could be playing other games like Valorant, etc. Okay, so we're gonna be doing Renekton, Black Frost Renekton, Bone Plating, Revitalize, 10% attack speed. Looks all good. We can also go press the attack for the 1v1 as well, but Conqueror is the more standard rune, so let's keep it standard. This skin is really nice, guys. What does the ribbon on each champion in champion skin mean? The ribbon on each champion means that I got this through like the league partner system, or either just from account unlocked. And so I have all the skins for every champion, or most of the skins for every champion, and I have all the champions unlocked. Mike, 1v1 me chess. Yo, cat. Maybe I will, man. Yo, if you join my Discord, or you might already be in my Discord. I sometimes 1v1 people in my Discord. Also guys, reminder, if you guys are enjoying the class, head over and check out my social medias at twitch.tv/MikeYeung. You can see it also in the description below as well. Okay, so Poppy. So in this matchup, we have sustain advantage. So usually when you're playing Renekton into tank matchups, you have a ton of sustain advantage. So you want to use your Q a ton, and you want to just spam that. Like spam that as much as you can. Your Q is like a really, really OP ability to spam. So early game trades, doesn't matter too much. We'll regen it back up. Flash on F for sure. So if you save this link, then you will be able to rewatch the spot if you'd like.
Minions have spawned.
So against Poppy, you just want to look to use Q. Let's go to 2 kills. So I want to show you guys this game how to snowball even after getting your first kill. Or if I were to give up the first kill, how to come back. How do you do the 3 cannon wave push? So you slow push first and second wave. So we Q for the healing in the wave, wait for the shield to come out, then we can walk back up. Auto, Q for the healing, boom. Now we have insane healing for this second wave coming out of base. So you want to stack up Fury as much as you can from auto attacking, spamming Q. Notice how we used 2 Qs already. We use another Q there for the trade. Just not afraid to, you know, take auto for auto. I think that's really crucial when you play Renekton, because you have a shit ton of healing, your Q. We actually have a huge stacked wave here. So in this situation, it's kind of trolled to base right now, so we're not going to base. Oh wait. Okay, so we did base, but it's actually not the worst thing in the world. So I misclicked there actually, because this wave is going to freeze back to us. So we got a cheap base, but a little bit too early in the game because we can't even buy anything. So you want to actually cheap base on after clearing the third wave here. So I apologize for that, guys. I did mess that up. But we're still, even though we're a level down now and maybe like a few CS down, I'm gonna show you still how to win this lane. I was not supposed to base there, just so you guys know. So now he has wave advantage. We don't want to fight up because he's level 3. So let's just say like we got ganked here. Like what happened was like I got ganked, we got fucked, and now I had a base, and we're playing from behind at this point. So let's show you guys how to play from behind in this example. So what's really important is that you don't trade in a stacked wave. So never trade in a stacked wave here, and also especially because he has level advantage. So if he wants right now, he can probably get a cheap base. If he gets the cheap base here, he can get an item pop. So if you're this Poppy, most definitely get your cheap base here, because you probably have enough gold for a whole item in base. And in this example, we're gonna hard push because we want to get our cheap base as well, so we're not an item down. So we're probably gonna have to push 2 waves, because we want the wave to entirely crash into the tower. We just ignore Poppy here. Because we're going to base anyway, so the trade that we take there doesn't matter. We just want it to CS, so we can base and head back. So here we can do longsword. We could have also went double 3 long Doran's Blades, but I think that's excessive. I think it's fair to go double Doran's Blade, especially when you're playing a snowball champion like Renekton. So we are up a lot of CS here. We come back to lane, and this is where we play a lot more aggressively. Can you walk through the tower to pull minion aggro so that your wave would crash? Yes, you can do that, but you have to keep track of where the enemy champion is. So for example, if you do that and the enemy champ's like right here, then it's like really risky. Okay, so now we can play really aggressive because we got our cheap base there, right? Because look, now we're 3 items to 2 items. And so we can play really aggressively now. And we're playing to level 6 advantage. We might have to flash here. Oh, we dodged it actually. So we actually kill here. Flash Q. So I was planning to dodge it there. I'm glad I dodged it because that looked scary for a bit. But actually, just because of my rune, Conqueror, look. When you have full Conqueror stacks, we're at 115 AD right now. So we're gonna go to 2 kills. Sorry, I didn't base there. So basically, you get 1.7 AD per stack. So at 10 stacks, we get 17 extra AD and bonus healing. So we don't actually have to base here. If we had base right away, we'd probably be like right here. Because you don't want to TP back when the wave is already bouncing to you. This is important. So we're a lot stronger than Poppy now. The wave is bouncing into us. This is important. Since we're setting up a freeze, then we can trade really aggressively on the Poppy later when he's around here. You'll have less space to work with, and I'll have more space on the map. So we're going to let him push so we can set up the kill. Also, I do want to get level 7 as well. So we're not actually going to trade with him here because he does have level 7 advantage. We want to freeze it around here. Nice. We Q the wave to get our Fury. And now, if he does want to walk up, we can look for the all-in. Oops. Missed that. Let's see if he walks up for this or this. So now we want to use minion bait. So if he walks up for a minion, then we go for the fight. Okay, so it looks like he is walking up now. Whoops. Alright, I'm messed up that big time, but we're still gonna kill him. Because we set up the freeze. Although my ranked-in mechanics are not completely on point, the Minion Wave Manipulation that is there. Just because I'm playing a bunch of different champions, messing up a little bit. But the Minion Wave Manipulation is there. We set up the freeze. We didn't even have to use TP this game, so we would have TP advantage for like bot lane. For example, after making a play like this, if you do want to impact the map. But the crucial thing is that we're setting up the minion wave into our territory. He has less space to run towards. We're minion baiting. He walks up. Boom. We go for the all-in. GG. GG, thanks for playing Poppy. Appreciate it, bro. One thing that I would recommend that you do more, Poppy, is you anticipate when I go in and save your passive shield for that. So don't use your passive shield until I go in. 1v1 me, Oscar says. What's my main? So my main is jungle. So let me show you guys something about the jungle. So let's go right into a practice tool. I want to show you guys how to set up dragon control. So this is just going to be a bonus lesson in the video. I think we can head over into like practice tool, and after that we'll do like one more mid 1v1. I am on the NA server. see. Trying to get out of that game. Cool. So let me show you guys something really crucial. And this is good for every single role in the game.
By my will, this shall be finished.
So we're heading into the practice tool right now. No worries, it's loading up, guys. So let me show you guys how you want to play for Dragon Control. The most important thing when playing for Dragon Control is to make sure that you have prio in your lanes. So let's head over here. So make sure that you have both prio in your side lanes before you set up Dragon. And these are the pink wards that you want as well. So let's get some gold. Get some gold here. We're going to set up our pink wards in the pit. This is really crucial. And then you want another pink ward in this bush, and then this bush. Then usually you want to prioritize having mid prio here. And you want to prioritize having bot prio before you want to start the dragon. So as long as you can escort, your bot prio, your mid prio before you go through to the dragon, you're gonna be set. So checklist before starting dragon as a jungler. Make sure waves are pushed before starting. Make sure waves are pushed before starting drag. This is the #1 thing. This makes it so that your laners can help you do the dragon. They can walk towards you. Then the next thing is pull out the dragon. Be ready to turn. Be ready to turn on the same side too. That's gonna be the next thing. So let me fast forward like 10 minutes here. So this is really important when you're playing jungle. Waiting for the timer. Boom. What's really important is that you pull out the dragon so you're not stuck in the pit, and it makes it easier. For example, if the enemy is in the bush right here, then instead of walking from here to here, you can easily just engage right there. Easy turn because you pulled out the dragon. And even right now, like if you pull it out all the way over here, like this is even easier turn for like if there's an enemy here. And you always want to focus on the team fight rather than focus on finishing the dragon. So this is actually quite important. What if your laners don't rotate? Then basically you kind of got unlucky. But honestly, if you're in an elo where your laners don't rotate, then it's very likely that the enemy laners won't rotate either. Because if you're in that low of an elo where people don't listen to pings, then the enemy probably is not listening either. So you have that going for you. And just try and be the stronger jungler and try and get that dragon. But most of the time, even when I smurf sometimes and I ping for my laners to come, they do listen as long as you pre-prep, or even if you type drag out of base, or you use more pings. Using one ping is not enough. And also, this is really crucial, is when you ping the objective, make sure you ping the laner. So you ping the laner on top of his champion, and you ping, like him to come to here. So start to end. A lot of people just ping on the map, but you know how people have like bad map awareness. So it's pretty crucial that you ping, to come using the pings like this. But remember guys, checklist before dragon. Make sure waves are pushed before you start your dragon. Pull out the dragon, and then be ready to turn on the same side. So these are the next things that you have to make sure. I just want to give this tip for those junglers out there, since we did a lot of laning stuff today. And we do have time for one more 1v1. So let's just do a pretty fun 1v1. We'll be going into you know, all the topics that we've been doing this entire time. So I'm gonna create a game and let's do another 1v1. How can you go from lock cam to free? Want to learn, but it's so hard. So go into a custom game, put bots, 4 bots on your team, 5 bots on the enemy team, and play the game with free cam, 10 minutes every day. Practice that for like a month straight and you're gonna be alright. So we're just waiting for the client. Nice. Okay, so one last 1v1 to end out the day. So head over and join. The name is going to be ProGuides 1v1. We're going to do blind pick. How can you improve your map awareness? So one thing that I recommend doing is head into, what's it called? Head into a game, normal game, so you're not too distracted, and then have a timer on the side, a 10-second timer that will beep every 10 seconds to force you to look at the minimap. Alright, let's go. I am the Yasuo main. Would you like to mid or top? When is it good to invade? It's good to invade when you have prio, and it's also really good to invade if you're just a stronger jungler. Best timings are second buffs, and also best timings are when you are trying to dive. Alright, let's head into the mid lane. We're playing against Yasuo. What champion would you guys like me to play against Yasuo? What to do when you don't have prio? So you would want to try and create prio forcefully through ganks. Irelia versus Yasuo. It's gonna be a very spicy matchup. Project Irelia. Alright, so we have TP and Yasuo has Ignite. The reason why I go TP is I'm going to go Corrupting Potion. And Corrupting Potion is really good with TP because if I fight TP back with an item, then I'll have all 3 potions back up. Because the potions refresh on base, so I can fight, you know, after I get like 350 gold, get a longsword, base, TP back, and now we win the lane. Holy shit, look at the skin, guys. It's a really sick skin. One thing to know when you're playing Irelia is to make sure you keep track of your stacks. Because at 5 stacks, you get 40% bonus attack speed because you get 8% attack speed per stack. This is definitely a skill matchup. If I play well around my stacks, then I win. Yasuo wins if he fights me before I get my stacks. Also, he probably should win 1v1 because he has Ignite and he has Doran's Blade. So until I get my first base, we don't really want to all in. Not unless I have 5 stacks. So unless I can get 5 stacks safely, we're not going to all in.
Minions have spawned.
Also, a nice thing to note is at max stacks, you gain an additional 16 damage per hit. So really aim to get that. It's easy to get 5 stacks once you have 3 abilities because you get a stack per ability. So we dodged the first Q there. Missed that. A little bit hard to walk up. Oh, hit that Q too. Well played. Now we're at 2 stacks. You can pop a potion here as well. We got a decent auto off there. We're gonna have to play pretty safe for this first wave, because he does have the ignite advantage. If he didn't have ignite advantage, I'd be a lot more confident. But it's completely fine to catch under tower here. So we're at 5 stacks now. So if he does walk up, he's gonna get fucked. Boom. So basically, really good that we maintained the 5 stacks. We played safe until we got those 5 stacks. And then now, after you get the kill, you want to just push in with your Q. Also, a nice thing to note when you're playing Irelia is notice how I use my E behind him, and then I angled it where it would hit if you would run this way and if you would run to the right. It's good to use your E, angle it behind them first. The reason why is the stun comes from the first blade to the second. So if you angle the E behind him, then use it your second E towards you, it goes from this stun to this way. So that's why it's better to use your E behind and then towards you instead of the other way around. Another thing as well is, as you guys noticed there, I animation canceled my W with flash into an auto attack. GG Yasuo, thanks for playing the game. Go to the next. So we actually don't have time to do another 1v1, so I'm gonna use these next few minutes to just do a Q&A time for chat. So if you guys would like, please ask me any questions, any champion related questions, any game related questions, role related questions, anything in general. And also please check out my social medias below. Check out my streams at twitch.tv/MikeYeung, and also check out the ProGuides.com website. You explain what having priority means. Priority means that you either can move first, you win fight, you can rotate first, or if you have the pushing lane. Jace versus Teemo matchup tips. If you're the Jace side, you can win through using your spells. So QE, try to win through Shock Blast. You probably win level 1 as well because you have 2 abilities, Q and change form Q. So play aggressive there. When is our 1v1 match? Chess match. Dude, I'm down one of these times. What is the main difference between Plat and Diamond? I actually think that Diamond players are not that much better than Platinum players. So I don't think there's much of a difference at all. I think Diamond players just play a lot more. Tips are Singed. Make sure that when you have priority, you try and roam to other lanes. All I see a lot of Singed do is that they just farm in their own lane. But since you have push, you do have a lot of roam timings. How to deal with 3 losing lanes as a jungler. So the best thing to do is to force priority. So force ganks on one of the losing lanes, the one that's most likely, or the one with the best gank setup. Either that or just play to counter gank. And if you're scaling, then just scale. Where do you put wards on the top side? So in river or tri-bush. Those are the best wards. Any Rengar tips? So make sure you auto cancel your Q. So basically the main combo that you want to learn is auto Q. Perfect that and you will just have a faster clear. Echo mid lane tips. Make sure you use your Q. Like just spam your Q all the time. What do you do is Singe cuts off your farm before it reaches your farm? Well, then you just be trading farm under tower and just be like match farm for farm. If you can possibly kill Singe while he's proxying after like your jungler is coming top towards you. Any easy junglers? So Mumu is actually a really good jungler. Rammus, really good jungler for lower elo plays. When to split push as an assassin? You want to split push when objectives are down, or you want to split push when you're planning on giving up an objective and you're trying to create another play on the other side of the map. I do not fall behind in CS as a mid laner without TP. So if you don't have TP and the enemy has TP and you have Ignite, you have to go for the all-in. You have to go for either the level 2 all-in or level 3 all-in or level 6 all-in. Play around level spikes, and when you get those spikes, play for the all-in. Is Akali a good champion? I think Akali is a really good champion, but I won't recommend Akali for lower elo players because I think even high elo players don't play Akali like to its maximum potential. This champion's probably the hardest in the game. One of the hardest. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you enjoyed, give the video a thumbs up. Check out my social media below, and also head over to the ProGuides site. And thank you guys for watching. Gonna peace out now. Thank you guys. See ya. I might jump on Twitch later. Head over and follow me on Twitch. Peace out guys.